Hello everyone, this is Maki. The final episode of GQuuuuuuX brought many surprises to fans. Thanks to the excitement surrounding the story, the movie Beginning was brought back to theaters in Japan. As a thank you to the fans, a special stage greeting event was held with the film's director Kazuya Tsurumaki, the scriptwriter Yuji no Kido, and the voice actress for the main character, Machu Tomoyo Kurosawa. At the event, they shared fascinating insights about the story's themes and early ideas. Today I'd like to review what they discussed. But before we dive in, let me make a quick announcement. My channel accepts support through memberships. For just 99 cents a month, you can get a name badge and comment stamps. Now, let's get started. Fans are probably most curious about how the idea of a giant original Gundam came to be included. Mr. Inokido shared that from an early stage, we had already decided that the original White Gundam would appear as an enemy during the story's climax. However, this presented a unique challenge to the Gundam series. The story of GQuuuuuuX takes place 5 years after the One-Year War. This means that the original Gundam is outdated and has lower performance compared to the latest models. The big challenge for the staff was therefore figuring out how to portray this now obsolete Gundam as a powerful enemy. Mr. Inokido said that first, we had the idea that the original Gundam would create massive numbers of copies and attack with them. The concept of endlessly multiplying was quite fascinating. It mirrors the real-world phenomenon of how numerous other Gundam series have continued to multiply and evolve ever since Mr. Yoshiyuki Tomino created the original Gundam. However, during team meetings, someone pointed out that other Gundam series have already used similar ideas. It's true. Seed Freedom featured Destiny Gundam Spec 2 fighting in that style. Mr. Inokido also commented, come to think of it, F91 used a similar sequence too. After hearing these comments, Mr. Inokido laughed and said the only idea I had was to go hyper. The term going hyper comes from the robot Ani or Butter Dumbine. Dumbine was created by Mr. Yoshiyuki Tomino and produced by Sunrise, making it a kind of sibling series to Gundam. In the world of Dumbine, the key concept of aura power represents the mental energy of human beings. When aura power goes out of control due to intense emotions like rage or hatred, it triggers a phenomenon called hyperization. Hyperization is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean the robot physically grows in size. Rather, the energy barrier surrounding the robot's body, known as the aura barrier, expands dramatically, creating the illusion of a massive towering figure. Since the aura barrier also functions as a physical defense field, the robot simply appears huge to the enemy. However, the robot's actual size remains the same. In contrast, the original Gundam that appeared in GQuuuuuuX really did grow in size. As the operators aboard the battleship Sudan explained, its mass increased. Mr. Inokido first brought up the idea of hyperization, which initially puzzled Mr. Tsurumaki. He decided to put the idea on hold and continue working, thinking he would only use it if no better ideas came to mind. He struggled with the question, is it really a good idea to introduce hyperization into the Gundam series, which places such a strong emphasis on realism? In the end, however, no better alternative came to him. The staff eventually concluded that since this world is built on the foundation of what Mr. Tomino originally created, using hyperization might be acceptable. They made the decision to go ahead with the idea of the original Gundam becoming gigantic. Mr. Tsurumaki later said after watching fans react to the final episode and share their thoughts, I came to feel that using Hyperization was the right call. Within the framework of the Gundam series, I thought Hyperization might seem out of place. But when I looked at it from the perspective of Otomi no Ani, it felt like something that could be accepted. It's true that if a different Gundam world had suddenly introduced Hyperization, fans might have been completely confused. Imagine if Destiny Gundam had grown huge and crushed its enemies with its bare hands in the final battle of Seed Freedom. You would have been stunned speechless. So, does that mean there's a possibility that the She Gundam could grow giant and take center stage in the second part of Hathaway's Flash? Just to be clear, there is absolutely no such scene in the original novel. Mr. Tsurumaki also shared some details about how he depicted the Hyperized Gundam. In Dunbine, Hyperization is shown as energy swelling up around the robot's body. He wanted to take that concept and give it a modern twist that would look cool on screen. Mr. Tsurumaki paid special attention to the swelling, plasma-like energy around the giant Gundam. If you're interested in Dunbine, I highly recommend checking it out. Its visuals may be retro, but it's a brilliant series that continues to captivate fans and creators alike. The discussion also touched on the themes and early concepts behind the GQuuuuuX story. Mr. Inoki Do shared that one of the story's key themes is Machu's growth. He explained that they were determined to portray Machu's maturation through dramatic experiences, things she would never have encountered if she had continued living a peaceful student life. This is where the female characters who share Machu's gender come into the picture. One example is her encounter with Niran, a war refugee. Anki, who is involved in the illegal battles of clan battle. Kosu is an ace pilot from wartime. These women are all people Machu would never have met if she had remained in her ordinary life. Mr. Inokido said we needed a character who would have a major impact on Machu at the climax of the story. In the TV anime, that role was filled by Lala Soon. However, the initial concept featured a different character, Miharu Watokie. She's a female character from the original 0079. She's also the one who says "Hello, are you in a hurry?" a phrase that Niran uses as a password during an under-the-table mobile suit deal in the GQuuuuuX storyline. Originally, Miharu appeared as a Zeon spy and developed a bond with Kai Shiden, but she ultimately died in the war. She's a tragic character with many devoted fans. In the world of GQuuuuuX, the creators initially imagined that Miharu had survived and married Kai. Miss Kurosawa was reportedly so shocked by this idea that she was momentarily speechless. Furthermore, they envisioned Miharu rising through the ranks to become a high-ranking officer in Zeon's intelligence division and being in a cooperative relationship with Sharia Bull. One proposed storyline had Miharu swooping in like a character from a spy film to rescue Machu and GQuuuuuX after they were captured by Gir and Zobi's faction and deliver them safely to Sharia Bull. Mr. Tsurumaki wasn't impressed by the idea of including Miharu. Instead, he suggested wouldn't Matilda be a better fit than Miharu? Matilda is also a character from the original 0079. She was a member of the Earth's Federation forces who died partway through the story. Soon after her death, an episode introduced her fiancé, Woody. Mr. Tsurumaki proposed a version of the GQuuuuuX world in which Matilda and Woody survived and got married and appeared together in the story. After hearing these ideas, Mr. Inokido started reflecting on various things. One of them was the difference between Amo and Machu. Amo's parents are separated. In contrast, Machu's parents have a good relationship and are not separated. Although Machu's father does not appear in the anime, the final episode features a scene in which her mother Tamaki speaks with her husband. It seems that Machu's parents have a healthy relationship. For Amo, whose family life was strained, meeting couples who genuinely trusted each other was significant. Examples include Rambo Rao and Hammond from the Zeon forces and Matilda and Woody from the Earth Federation forces. Mr. Inokido decided that Machu should have a different kind of encounter than Amo. Instead of meeting a couple based on mutual trust, Machu should witness an entirely different kind of love. This line of thinking led him to conclude that Lolo was the most suitable character. She's a woman who falls in love with a man she believes will appear before her someday. That is the kind of person who would appear in front of Machu. Many other fascinating topics were discussed during this stage event. I plan to analyze and share those with all of you too. So, please look forward to it. Thanks so much for watching until the end. See you in the next episode.